Do you want to see what a snake sees? And don't be afraid anymore in the dark? And do you want to know why I wished to have the snake's capacity to find a mouse? Hi, Norbert here, energy engineer, and explaining in video 41 how to use the best-selling camera of Topdon or its alternatives in the Americas, and why I like it. Saying it presto presto, the reason is that it has an affordable price and so many features that were impossible to find on the market a few years ago. And by the way, on Amazon it's a bestseller with ratings, with opinions of nearly 5 stars. In this video you will not see only the useful things, but also some funny things. For a snake, seeing infrared images is core business and helps to find mouses. But in one occasion I also wanted to find a mouse. In these two pictures you see the damage on the handbrake and also the stuck to zero fuel indicator. If I had bought this camera 2 weeks ago, I think I would have found this mouse and to show him the door instead of being forced to poison the animal. Okay, we homeowners, we have also the important task to find heat leakage in the house, so that we can not only save on the bills, but also really increase the value of the house and to be able to sell it. Why sell the house? Yes, because in many countries it's already a law, or it will be, that if you want to sell a house, then you have to show an energy certificate for it. And we are talking here really about amounts much bigger than $250. If by now you understand why an infrared camera can be important to you, then take a look to this, see all my playlists and see many other things that can be very relevant to you. And consider to subscribe to my channel at no cost. With 3 decades of dedication to the energy transition, I see really now that there is a worldwide urgency and that it has come to a maximum. I think that we normal people have to make more initiative. Governments and large enterprises are too busy with their own survival problems. They need us to save the world and to make the energy transition happen. So now let's start with the review of this device. First we see a few important features, then in a couple of days I will go more into the detail and how to reach these features, because one video is too short to show all this. So with the Topdon, this TC1 model is for the Android version of smartphones, and you put it just with the USB-C connector into the phone. And the model TC2 is for the iPhone. So I have this Topdon TC1 and I live in Europe. For the Americas you have another model. It's the Fleur, and I looked on Amazon and there are a lot of specifications as you see here, and you can see that it is very similar to this device, and it is a bestseller. So the following features are most important for this device today. The details will be in the video which I make in a few days. One is that both pictures and video are possible. Second, you can mix a small normal picture inside of the big infrared picture, so you will always look on the picture and see what it is about. Third, you can also define points on the screen, on the surface where you want to measure the temperature. And for the scientists, you know that the indicated temperature is only an estimate. The reflectivity of the surface of the object which you are into focus is one of the main factors which determines how much infrared radiation is sent to the camera. On your phone is also a table where the reflectivity factor is given for a number of materials. And on a reflective object you can always put some piece of black tape, then that will have a reflectivity of 100% or close to it. And you are also able to correct that in the camera, in the application. And another feature is that you can add a color scale at one side of the picture, so that you will, with the maximum and the minimum temperatures and all the colors in between, will help you to see how warm or cold it is in several parts of the picture. Finally, you can also define alarm boundaries in the picture for a cold and a warm one, so then it will make an outline which is the boundary where it's warmer or colder than that limit which you impose. I will show these and other options in the next video. And now let's look to some application examples. As I told already in video number 39, you can use this thermal camera to take a picture from the outside wall of a house and see how much heat is leaking through the wall or the windows, and then you can see where you have to make an intervention. Especially under windows, often there is installed a radiator. You can have a warm area, and then you see that there is the need to put isolation between the radiator and the wall behind. Another energy application is that you can see the temperature of some device which is on standby. Here the example of the doorbell transformer, which is warmer than the other things in the switchboard. Also, warm or cold water leakages can be quickly found. And here you see an image of a radiator where you see that the temperature is very uneven. And then finally, another application is that I discovered in our modern inverter-driven fridge, where it loses the heat because there is no black spiral behind it. And then I understood where you have to leave free space around the fridge and avoiding to put there with magnets, papers, notes, etc. because it has to lose its heat there. And then for security, you can use this infrared camera to see where there are hot spots in electricity, wiring, on contacts or devices itself, and then you can avoid that maybe a fire will break out. Also for the security, you can find hot spots, for example in a kitchen, where children must be kept away. I mentioned already that you can find animals and persons, but not only themselves, but you can also see for a small time where they have been. Because as you see in this video, if I put my hand on the dashboard of a car, I take it away and then you see that there's a warm spot for a couple of minutes. But also, for example, in a car you can see which cars have been active, because you can see one car is cold and the other car is warm at the front side where the engine is. And then some fun examples. You can picture animals, also take a shot of actions or maybe also a video, and you can see invisible clouds in the night, so that you can understand where the clouds are, even if you don't see them in the dark. And then you can understand that the night will be colder or warmer.
What can I do after seeing this video?
Maybe you need more information than what I gave here to decide if you want to purchase the camera. Well, then you have to wait for a few days and then you will see the video on this same channel. Otherwise, because this device is a bestseller, you can purchase it in the description and the chance on a disappointment will be small. Okay, please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel with a notification so that you will know when there's a new video. I would really like to continue my support to you, do-it-yourselfer, to help you to keep control in your own home and also to make a contribution from the bottom to the energy transition. I wish you good energy.